What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Mazik, aka Unique Mazik, the hardest working man in sports and gaming, and we're talking NBA 2K19 MyCAREER story. Okay, so I already know y'all mad because it's not park or pro-am information. I understand. I didn't make the trailer. I don't know who's in charge of putting the trailer out, but the story seems interesting, right? And I do believe that these cutscenes are probably gonna be skippable. You guys gotta wait. Maybe we can get some official confirmation on that, but just wait. All right, everybody, leave a like on the video, but remember, the like is not for whether or not you want to see Pro-Am or Park or not. That's not what the like is about. The like is about the video, the whole nine, right? Also, subscribe, click that notifications bell as well. All right, so by now you guys know how we do this. I throw up a couple screenshots at first, and then I want to let you watch the trailer in its entirety. I did not take the sound out of this one because it's not like a straight track playing in the background. There's some dialogue here that I think is important for you to hear. I want to see if anybody knows who that is before I tell y'all, or before we see it at the end. Well, you'll see it at the end, but check it out.
Wait, what did you say? I don't know what you said.
The Los Angeles Lakers select.
Hey, Corey. I'm drowning out here, man. Help me.
Don't be naive, AI. You're not ready.
Everybody's waiting for you, so let's get started, please.
You held your own with Han Chi. People are starting to take notice.
Have a seat. Welcome to the Mad Ants, son.
Do you have a social media manager? Because I could be your social media manager.
Hey, yo, new guy.
Here's what you need to know. The Summers.
4 seasons with the Bulls, 6 with the Heat.
Yeah.
Now I'm a Mad Ant.
The winners. Does that make sense?
I think...
Doesn't really, now that I say it out loud.
It's my team. It's never going to be yours.
Knock it off! What you want to do?
Oh, come on, man, get a prize. The girl you're trying to impress here.
You heard him. Impress me.
You never cared about anyone but yourself, AI. And until you do, this is exactly as far as you'll go.
You want to get to the next level? This is what you have to do.
Let's see who scores the most points tonight.
Look, enough talk. Let's play.
You just tried to run before you could crawl. Learn how to crawl.
See through push through the rain, numb to it all. I'm acquainted with the pain.
AI, we have 1 game left this season. The question is, are you up for it?
You can't learn it, it's just in there, piece of the soul.
I can make this set fire to social media.
Hey, Marcy, you got to read on my lunch?
The classic 2K.
We're all here to have fun. I'm having a great time.
That is the difference between a player and a legend.
I know he's going to help you, but you're in my way.
What's your name?
All right, now we're gonna take a look at this screenshot, which is obviously taking place in China, and then we're gonna watch the video in slow-mo. But I'm gonna talk over the slow-mo because we're not gonna have any actual. I'm not gonna play this audio in slow-mo. But I think it's really cool. I really love this shot. This is going on. You start off your MyCAREER. It looks like you start off in China. So the coach is speaking Mandarin. I think it's what he's speaking. And you're an American player, so you don't understand what he's saying. I think this was happening with LiAngelo and LaMelo Ball when they were in Lithuania. They didn't understand what their coach was saying. So that's pretty much like a reality of some of the Americans that go over and play overseas. So here it looks like your player goes undrafted, and people are getting interviewed after they've been drafted, and he's trying to figure out what's going on, what's happening, and they're like, bro, you're not ready. We don't even know why you came to the draft. You had to buy your own ticket. You were sitting up there in the stands. I don't know what you think this is. It ain't gonna work out. But now this particular one here, I'm gonna show you a screenshot of that later on. That scene right there I thought was pretty interesting. We gotta talk about that one. So he's in China. I guess he made a little bit of away from himself. Here he's got a hitchhike. You have to be careful with that. He ends up with the Mad Ants, which I think is a G League team. I gotta look that up. That's another screenshot I'm gonna talk about in a second, because that's an NBA 2K League thing right there on that screen. So he's on the buses with the G League situation. It looks like he has to work his way through. This guy seems like a veteran player who, like they said, has been with several teams. Now he's kind of finishing out his career with the Mad Ants. I think, you know, they're going to go into that whole mentor aspect of the gameplay that they revealed in the MyGM My League blog. So I think he's going to be kind of like your mentor. He's working it out, trying to see what he's doing, whatever here, and he's got the little, got a rival on the team with him, somebody who's they're battling for spots. They about to get the scrapping at practice, you know, they doing their whole thing there, right? So, yeah, some of the player models here I don't like the lady here. I have never seen a woman that looked like that before. They got her arms like she's some sort of insect or something. Or one of the monsters on A Quiet Place or something. I don't know why they made her look like that. It was really weird. So I don't like the player model there. But that fella there, the white fella with the beard, Haley Joel Osment. In case y'all don't remember, I'm about to make some people feel old. Y'all know that's the boy from Sixth Sense? I see dead people. I see older people with full out facial hair. Anthony Mackie right there. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's, you know, they're doing pretty well signing, you know, real life actors to be in this. He's working out in the living room. If you got any tenants below you and you just drop that barbell, somebody's coming knocking on your door in a minute. What y'all doing up there? Sound like a whole house is falling. You know, you can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? You know how your parents yell up at the ceiling when you making up too much noise upstairs. What are y'all doing? So I'm sure he had a moment there. But like I said, Anthony Mackie is here. That's a really good render for him. There's Haley Joel Osment. He about 5'1.5". I don't know. Michael Rappaport in the building. Aldous Hodge. I forget what show he was on. Rob Hubel. I don't know who that is. Blake Jenner. I don't know if is he related to them, to the Kardashian Jenners? Ricky Whittle. I don't know who Ricky Whittle is. I think they brought him out of someplace. Ricky Whittle kind of looked like Boris Kojo, kind of like with a little less money. Ginger Gonzaga, and we pointing at the sky. And so this story is called The Way Back, or The Way Back. I don't know if they meant like the way back, like the way back in the back, or this is the way back. So I think maybe a play on words. So I'm not sure. But let's look at the screenshots. And I can talk more specifically about what I think could be going on here. Like I said, this is a beautiful shot there in China. I love it. This coach is rendered pretty well. I still think 2K can do a little bit of an upgrade with their hair textures. This hair doesn't look real at all to me. So a lot of times people say 2K looks cartoonish. And sometimes I can see what they're saying. I definitely see it with non-African American characters for sure. So I can see that, and the hair really contributes to that overall concept. But overall though, these renders of the players on the Chinese team look to be pretty decent. Like I said, I don't like the body, the way the builds are looking in street clothes. They look a little weird. I told you, like insect like, and you know, that seems like it's nitpicking, but to be honest with you, at where we are with gaming now in terms of the visuals, you almost expect everything to look amazing, especially if we're going over year after year. Some of this stuff, you know, these types of scenes with 2K, I think it's about time to maybe step it up on some of this level. And I don't know if that's coming anytime in the future, but you know, it's not the end all be all, but definitely something that should be mentioned. Like, look at the shirt and the tie. It's all boxish type of thing. I don't know. It's just me, maybe. I don't know. It's a little off. But I do love the Chinese score bug there. That's pretty dope. This is obviously a close game. It's only 4.2 seconds left. They're probably about to put your guy in. It looks like they've gone back with this general name, like your AI. I don't like that, which is one of the reasons why I actually think they should go the same route that MLB The Show went, with no like voiced over cutscenes. I think it just to me, you seem like you have more variety, things get less monotonous, or like, oh my God, when you don't have the, I understand, I know the production value and level that goes into that, but I'm not sure that there's a great deal of value still being added to the game with these cutscenes. I don't think anybody's watching them and feeling so, oh my God, this is so impressive. So I know the aim is to be impressive and to create great presentation, but I don't know if it's really still making the impact that it once did. Now, what I do like about this cutscene here, if you'll notice, guys are actually different heights. So I don't know if this will translate to the game, because I don't know if you remember in 2K18, I don't care if you made your dude 7'5" or 5'5". In the cutscenes, he's the same height all the time. So I never liked that. That kind of sucked. The whole took away the immersion to me, right? And see, I think part of that is because you feel the obligation to have these full out cinematic cutscenes when I don't think they're necessary, I should say. So, but that kind of just is a philosophic type of approach to the whole thing. I don't know if that, is what everybody else thinks. You gotta let me know in the comments. Do you think that you still need full out cinematic cutscenes, or would it be cool for you if they were more, text based with the visuals and things, but just text based, especially if that would free up some other aspects of customization in some other areas of the game that would be more impacting at this point. But we're coming up on a screen that I really wanted to talk about, because I think it might have something to do with the way your attributes are attained when you first create your player. So there's some sort of photo shoot or something, but if you notice, AI character is standing next to this thing that has pretty much all of the ratings. So you got off ball shot, dribble shot, mid range, off ball dribble shot, 3, standing dunk, all that. So I'm wondering, do you have to do some sort of exercise or something, or some sort of mini game to get your ratings? I hope so. That's what I've always wanted. Like, I want to like have a say in the way that my guy starts off, right? So if put me in a shooting drill or something, and if I hit 7 out of 10, then give me a 70 to start my 3. Well, you know what I'm saying? So I would think that would be pretty dope, but but here you got, looks like people are different sizes, but I don't know what size they made AI. I would love to see what this screen looks like if you got a MyCAREER that's 5'9". Is he gonna be down there with everybody else's height? I think that would be pretty fly, but I don't think it's gonna happen, because if you look at the way those guys, the other models, were looking, it's almost like it was designed for them to be looking up, and I doubt that they would have filmed something totally separate where they're looking eye to eye or they're looking down or what have you for a shorter character. So to me, just another one of the pitfalls you run into if you have cinematic screens with creative players. You're going to run into some of these inconsistencies. So your coach seems to be pretty entertaining for the Mad Ants. Is there what, I'm gonna do this live. Is there a CBA team called the G League team called the Mad Ants? I have no idea. But this screen here that's coming up has this cell phone, and you're gonna notice I'm gonna switch it up. Yeah, there is a Mad Ants team. That's the Fort Wayne Mad Ants. So I did not know that. So there we go. They are an affiliate of the Indiana Pacers, and I should have known that by the color scheme. But like I said, there's going to be a screen that's going to come up here. It's a cell phone. And if you look at it, I'm going to turn it the right side up, but it says NBA 2K League, something about some watch. So we're going to flip it over. Also, on this screen, you see that there's a Pro-Am, there is a Pro-Am icon. So you know that it, obviously, Pro-Am's still in the game. It's whatever, right? So you got a share option, a playbook, comments, but it says NBA 2K League April 1st, 2018, must watch something. Now notice, it is April 1st. So it could be an April Fool's joke or something, but it's a YouTube link. I don't know what that's about. But we got a ton more screenshots. This video was pretty long because of all of the screenshots, and I wanted to, there's so many different scenes in the video. I wanted to kind of get it. I don't know, the Mad Ants kind of look like a hockey team by the logo. I don't know, But yeah, they are the Fort Wayne Madness. Now, what I don't know, and I think they probably could do this, depending on what team you go to, are you going to deal with that team's G League affiliate, or are you automatically tied into the Pacers organization? I would like to think that if you are with the Bulls, you'll get to play with the Windy City Bulls, or if you're with the LA Lakers, I think, what do they have, the Defenders or something to that effect? Whatever. Send me to my region, please. Not to whatever. The character here looks like LSK to me a little bit. Like he's like in LSK's family. Like he's LSM or something. I don't know. But he looks a little bit like him to me. There's another character in here that he's actually a real actor, Aldris Hodge. He look a little bit like Kenny Got Work. So it's neither one of those guys, but it looks like him to me. Got a little diner scene here. People are excited for something. I couldn't tell what that was about. This little fella here doesn't like you. It tells you it's never going to be your team. He has several random black spots on his neck. I don't know if he had on a infected ascot or something. I don't know, but his neck is troublesome. But yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested in seeing where this goes. What I hope, though, here's what I hope. I hope the story part of it is short. I do. I really think, because honestly, if we're being honest, the story aspect of my career doesn't have nearly as much value as it used to have. So if it's shorter, I think it'll be better appreciated. You still go through everything, and you still get certain things within the league, that'll help you build your attributes, build your player up. But I don't think it needs to be this long, drawn-out thing where we're talking about 9 different seasons. I think it should be like once you get to the league, like the story just stops, and that's it. And your career just is whatever it is. But you just go through this one story part. I don't need more cutscenes in year 2 or year 3 or whatever. Give me a cutscene, we win the championship or something like that. But that's it, While we're looking at these screens, I've been getting this concept lately, and part of it has to do with my GM and my league. But I would say even in my career, you know what I think it's almost time to do for 2K? I think it's time for them to put in an aging mechanism within the game where your My Career player actually ages over the course of time. So he starts to look a little bit different, facial wise. If you play long enough, maybe get a little gray hair strand or something. His face starts to fill out more. What happened? Because nobody looks the same their rookie year. Look at a picture of like Allen Iverson rookie year and look at him in the last year in the league. Look at a picture of Carmelo and LeBron in their rookie year, and then look at them in today or whatever. They look different. So I would love to see that happen. I know that's a fairly big undertaking, but I think it would be really cool. Think about it in my league and my GM right now, where you have the historic draft classes. So I draft Michael Jordan in the 1984 draft, and he looks like he looks with, a little bit of hair. But then by whatever season, he's, the 3rd or 4th season, he's completely bald. That kind of, progression would be really dope. And I think in my career as well as in my GM and my league. That Anthony Mackie render is really good. The Haley Joel Osment render is really good. I can't believe he's an adult with a beard, looking like Zach Galifianakis, I think is how you pronounce it, from The Hangover. There's the guy. That's Kenny Got Work. It's not Kenny Got Work, but he reminds me of him. Rob Hubel, like I said, I don't know who that is, but I'm interested. I'm interested in the story to see what it's about. Like I said, I hope it's not too long as far as the cutscene aspect, and I'm hoping and praying that the cutscenes are skippable. I'm about 95% sure that I can't imagine that they would not allow that based off of the whole community outcry about that. It just totally makes sense. People are going to make more than one My Player. They don't want to have to go through those cutscenes 57 times. So, but that's all I got for you guys today. As usual, I talk sports and I talk gaming, and I always appreciate you watching. God bless. Peace.
I'll be weak. I'm rather unique.